Hey, what's going on, people? It's your boy CEO Ro, introducing and welcoming you to the CEO Ro Experience. Make sure you go to YouTube and follow my channel, the CEO Ro Experience, and also go to Instagram and follow me at the CEO Ro Experience. I want to welcome everybody to my show. It's fresh and new. You know, it's exclusive, giving the perspective of me to the world. I have two beautiful co-hosts. Shouts out to Miss Flo and Vintage Ro. Yeah, we're giving it to y'all every week, every Friday. So stay tuned. Go support your boy, and I'll see you when it's showtime.
Paid the cost to be the boss. Paid the cost to be the boss. I paid the cost to be the boss. Look at me. You know what you see. See a bad mother. Look at me. You know what you see. See a bad mother. Paid the cost to be the boss. Paid. Every time I get a bit inside, I feel it. Ooh, who would have thought I'd get you?
Welcome to the CEO Ro Experience, and I'm your boy CEO Ro. And I have my host with me, Vintage Ro,
What's up, everybody? What's going on with you?
and our special guest, DjGregNice.
Greg Nice.
Yeah, what's happening?
What up, Nice?
Greg Nice.
Good.
Bottom line.
Yeah, man. I
Bottom
feel
line.
good. Bottom line. DjGregNice. Shouts out to Cast Studios, Uncle Kareem,
Cousin
and
Reem.
everybody else that helped make the CEO Ro Experience
Shout out to the Dream.
an experience. So what's up, gang? How everybody doing?
I'm good, man. I'm
Good,
blessed.
man. Good, man. You know.
It's good to see everybody. Everybody looking healthy.
Yeah,
Everybody
man.
got all their teeth.
For sure.
Motherfuckers got a dental plan, some insurance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
No
saying?
doubt. No doubt.
Good to see everybody, man.
Indeed.
Just a quick temperature check. How was everyone? How was everyone feeling about the NBA championship?
Oh man.
Did you predict? Did you predict?
I had a feeling that that the Warriors would do it, man.
Okay.
I'm a fan of the Warriors, but I'm a Sixers fan, diehard. But if anybody, I hate Boston.
Okay. He hates Boston.
I
He hates
hate Boston.
Beantown.
That
Beantown.
explains everything.
Reason being is when I was there, this was years back. It was just the most racist town I've ever been in, and it's up in your face. You know what I'm saying?
I heard that before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
heard that
what's
before.
up,
Yeah.
Beantown, man? With all the racial equality going on up in there, man.
I mean, I don't know how it is now, but I'm
Okay.
talking maybe 15 years ago. You know,
Okay.
about
Yeah, I
15
heard
years
that
ago.
before.
And I never wanted to go back there.
Oh, it was that bad.
Yeah. It was that bad.
So, I mean, were you doing a show? Were you working at the time?
Oh yeah, I was working. I was actually doing a show with Source Magazine. You know the boy.
Okay.
And,
What's our guy? Benzino.
yeah, Benzino. Yeah.
Okay, Ray.
Nice.
Ray.
Yeah. And I mean, it was just some of the, just like waiting around, getting to it, navigating through the city, man. It was some of the worst racism that I've experienced in my life.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I've always, since then, I never liked Boston because we always had problems with Boston as a Sixers fan.
Right.
But from that point on, I really hated Boston. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they put a stank. They put a
Yeah.
stank on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Put a bad taste in your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And I can understand that. I can understand that because I've honestly had a situation like that this week.
Wow.
Aside from me hosting the show, I also have a cleaning business. I have a commercial and residential cleaning business. And I had ran into a situation where my supervisor, I had dropped them off to work at a site, and she went in and came back out. And when she came back out, a woman was behind her. And as she's explaining to me what was going on, the woman is like very unprofessional and rude. She's talking over both of us, like she doesn't allow her to, explain to me what happened. You dig me?
Yeah.
And of course, this woman was of European descent.
Yeah.
And I quickly asked her who she was, because however she may have felt at the time, however she may have felt at the time, she felt like she had jurisdiction over us.
Yeah.
Like she was entitled to be above us and give us orders. And she didn't even know who I was. I never met this woman a day in my life. You dig me?
Yeah.
And, I basically told her that whatever she felt, her expressing it to me was above her pay grade.
Professionally and respectfully.
CEO Row experience. You know what I'm saying?
Respectfully.
And I could already tell that because of the way that she was conducting herself.
Yeah.
And I felt that just because maybe she's seen a young black man, that she automatically assumed that I was going to conduct myself in a certain manner.
Right. Right.
But,
so how'd you handle it?
Oh, I handled it well. Like I stated again, as I explained to her, who are you, who's your boss? And I'm currently in the process of, I'm going for her job. She handled that very unprofessional. When I found out what her position was and who she was, it was irrelevant for her to even try to have that conversation with me.
Right.
Or my employees. Like I said, she stepped outside of her pay grade. She stepped outside of her pay grade. I understand that was a little funky for you. You had to throw some sauce on that, huh? You had to throw a little sauce on that, baby. Yeah, so I understand about, that racism thing. And it's crazy how we're still subjected to it in 2022. People just have these perceptions, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't want to look at you like you're a human being.
Right.
And get to know you first. All they see is color. So once they see the color, their perceived, notions come out.
Exactly.
So
That's one of the things, man, like being in the music industry, white people run it. They run the radio stations. They run the major record labels. And the content they putting out is, I sort of,
Talk about it, Nice.
The content,
Talk about it.
The content that they're putting out is killing us.
It's horrible.
It's killing, and it's killing us.
Yes.
Literally.
Not only that it's bad, but it's killing us. Is as a young, I grew up with hip hop. When I first discovered hip hop, it was back in '78.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It was '76. 1976 is when I discovered hip hop. I'm old head in the game. I grew up with it. You know what I mean? And over the years,
76.
For sure.
76. And over the years, I was 10 years old.
Okay.
I was 10 years old. I was 9 years old. And over the years, like how it shifted. Like I've been there for every 10 years of the era, like the 80s era, the 90s era,
Right.
2000 era, 2010. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I know you got a lot to talk about. These transitions are trippy.
Yo, man, I was there from the very beginning.
Mine was the 80s on up. I'm an 80s baby. So
I'm an 80s
You
baby.
80s
too.
baby.
But I love that era. The
No
80s
doubt.
and 90s. Whoa.
No doubt. 90s was cool too. I love the 90s.
I love the 90s.
I love the 90s.
I love the 80s and the 90s.
I love the 80s. I love the 80s R&B.
Indeed.
Is it Club Nouveau? Is that the name of the group, Club Nouveau? Those type songs, getting up early in the morning, doing chores. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man, you talking about 80s, man? Like
80s music.
80s was it. I became a DJ in 1979.
Okay.
Nice.
But my mother bought me 2 turntables and a mixer when I was 13 years old for my 13th birthday. I was 13 years old doing parties for grown-ups. You know what I mean?
What was the pay
Keith
rate? What
Sweat.
was the pay rate?
Guy,
Come
a
on,
lot of Laverne.
Greg, what was the pay rate?
Yeah.
Oh, man, the pay rate, it wasn't about the pay rate, but the pay rate was $50 a night.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
13?
You know what I mean?
At
But
13.
This
That's
this turned into something way bigger. We had an old head friend.
There was a lot of perks that
You know,
came
we
out.
was 13, 14 years old, and he had his own house.
Okay.
So every Friday, Saturday, we used to have dollar parties. We used to get an ounce of weed, 2 cases of beer, and charge $1 at the door.
Nice job.
You know what I mean? And
Early
we used to split
entrepreneurial
the,
shit.
Nice job. That's
I'm talking 13, 14, you know what
The
I'm saying?
CEO Row Show promotes entrepreneurship.
So I've been in the game, like, I started out like that, you know what I mean? I started out like that, you know what I mean?
Right.
And it was just a glorious time for me as a DJ in Philly and hip hop. Hip hop was like, it was brand new. It was ours.
How did you feel? Like was it euphoric? You know what I'm saying? Like, how did you feel? Were you like ecstatic, like you couldn't wait to get to it, to be a part of it? Or was it just like, I want to sit here and listen to it and vibe?
Let me go back. Let me go back to 77.
Okay.
77. I lived in West Philly, right off of 60th and Market Street. Right.
Okay.
60th and Market. That was considered like Moon Gang territory.
Yep.
The Moon Gang ran the neighborhood, and I moved from North Philly to West Philly. The first week of me being in West Philly, I was in the bed and I heard this music. I'm like, where's that music coming from? I had my windows up, fan blowing. I hear this music outside, so I sneak out the window. I had like a shared kitchen. You know, my back window, I had a shared kitchen. I could jump on the shared kitchen and jump down to the ground and go through the alley. And I followed this music. And I looked across the street. There was a big parking lot. And the DJ name was DJ Doc. DJ Doc had speakers from the floor 10 feet tall.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And I was just amazed at what was going on. There was a bunch of people in this big parking lot. They called it the lot production.
Okay.
So I walk over to the DJ table, and right then and there, I was hooked. I was done. I was hooked.
That's
You
all
know what I
it took.
mean? I was hooked.
One look and it's all it took.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So DJ Doc, he took me under his wing. He took me
nice.
under his wing, and when I turned 13, I got my own turntables and mixer.
And let me ask you a quick question on that, because I really think that's dope. You said Doc took me under his wing. You know what I mean? Doc took me under his wing. He seen something in you that he seen that was worth giving you some game so that you can develop at the craft as well. Do you see that same thing going on in today's industry and the scene?
Barely. I don't see it. Even when I try to do it to people, they don't last. You know what I mean? Like I used to wake up in the morning and think about music.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
It
I
was
was
a passion.
it
You
was
were
second
passionate
nature.
about it.
Yes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I went to bed. I went to bed playing music. I woke up playing music. I sold tapes all through junior high school and high school. You know what I mean? Me and Jazzy Jeff, I had a this was when Jazzy Jeff was Jazzy Jeff. He wasn't Jazzy Jeff as we know him today. He was Jazzy Jeff. He was in I think he was in like in the 9th grade, and I was in the 7th or 8th grade. I know he's a little bit older than me. And he had an MC. The MC name was MC Mo Rock. MC Mo Rock that was their crew, and I had my crew. So me and Mo Rock used to trade tapes.
Wow.
Oh, my tape doper than yours. My mind's
Shouts
better
out
than
to
yours.
Mo Rock.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's but as time went on, the streets sort of got a hold of me, because we talking about the 80s.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We know what hit then.
Yeah. We talking about the 80s. I mean, this was like before drug dealing came out. Like it
Right.
was, you had to go out and hustle.
Okay.
You had to go out and make money on the street as a hustler.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Pickpockets and
Yep.
snatch money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
And it sort of pulled me away from music. It pulled me away from music, and I wound up getting sent away. You know, at 17, I got sent to Glen Mills.
Okay.
Okay.
The Mills.
You know, but Glen Mills was a pretty good thing for me. Me not knowing this at the time, but I got my GED at Glen Mills. I went on to go to college. I got a scholarship for gymnastics.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
Okay.
You
You were a
know,
tumbler.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Shouts out to Glenn Mills for helping to change some young men's lives before that, you know, it got kind of crazy over
Yeah,
there.
it got goofy
Right.
over there. I mean, it was goofy back then,
Right.
but if you followed the rules, they didn't mess with you.
Yeah.
Like most
We
institutions.
ain't trying to be in here long.
Yeah, but if you broke the rules, they would jack you up. I mean, they would whip your ass. You know what I
Copy.
mean?
Indeed.
And I said, well, I know not to do that. You know, I
With
made
the-
adjustments. You know.
But that's real dope, man. You gave us a lot of insight on some of the early Philly hip hop scene.
Yeah,
You feel me? I think that's real dope, and we appreciate that, man.
no doubt.
And I see now why your business acumen is the way that it is.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? This is something that you really love to do. You're not doing it just as a job. You're passionate about the craft. You're passionate about the culture. You dig what I'm saying? And,
Yes.
and from me being a student of the culture, I appreciate you, brother, and thank you.
you're welcome, bro.
You know what I mean? You know, certain brothers can take a page out of your book if they're willing to listen.
Hey, man, it turned out to become a great career, you know, through the years. Well, I went through ups and downs with, you know, being in the street. And then when crack cocaine came out, you know, I lost my mind. I put everything down, and I wanted to sell crack. You know what I mean? All my friends, when I went away to college, this was in 85, 86. We got time?
Yeah,
For the
no,
story?
we running. We're gonna get back in. If you want to save the story, we
Oh,
can
yeah,
come
yeah.
back because we do want to go off and support, you know, some people out there.
Okay,
Through our
okay.
10-minute segment, we shouts out to DJ Tour at National Underground Radio. We'll be right back with the CEO Row Experience and DJ Greg Nice.
No doubt.
I get scared by the foolish heart, like my loving isn't enough. Hit the road, you don't sleep much. Grab my phone, you gon' creep much. Girl, oh no, girl, you know, won't steal you wrong, won't do you wrong, no. Tryna make some plans, girl, I'm you. Rolling with my friends, girl, I'm you. Tryna be your man, girl, I'm you. Make you the man, girl, I'm you. Tryna make some plans, rolling with my friends. Tryna be your man, make you the man.
Give me the good love. Real rude boy like we when the people talk, when the people talk.
Cause I rule all these streets in the streets, I walk in the streets.
Them hard work, so we brought to them. Them fight, we all come back harder then. We ignite generals, when the seven stripe generals with the sharp at somebody cute like you, with feelings true, want you love. When I roll with the crew, when I roll with you, want you love.
And when you're away, my heart's away. And when you're away, my heart's away. Tryna make some plans, girl, I'm you. Rolling with my friends, girl, I'm off you. Tryna be your man, girl, I'm you. Make you the man, girl, I'm you. Tryna
tripping off a nigga shoestring. Insane in the membrane, banging the set. So it feel good to them when they see me out swinging my vest. I'm a product of my environment. You're just a citizen. I sell dope and murder my own kind inside my environment. So think before you step to me. I already vision you wetting me. Those that have tried to fail because this tech is kept with me. Minutes I give them the business. I'm in this shit recklessly. If it's a problem on the yard, then you check with me. See, I'm the voice for the killers on the compound. Yeah, I'm the voice of the dead homies that's not around. Bang on 'em. All the homies in the hood want me to bang on 'em. This is for my niggas on lock. I bang on 'em. Gangsters, hoodsters, and blocks. I bang on 'em. Bang on 'em. Bang on 'em. All the homies in the hood want me to bang on 'em. Front line ride to the top. I bang on 'em. OT sliding with a chop. I bang on 'em. Bang on 'em. Chick, I was zipping through the city, just minding my business. One of the baddest bitches on my side, God is my witness. Yeah, I'm known as a boss from Cali to New York. Probably in something European with rallies in the spoke. 30 kids in the bells of 20 pulling the earlobe. Play me, I empty this 40 off into your earlobe. It's victory or death, and I hope you niggas is prepped. Cause now I'm in position and killers voted me to rep. And I got shit locked from the Panthers down to the Crips. My family is black and realist, you really wanna trip, huh? You talk of power, you coward, you catch a clip. All my hitters is on my side, love them back on my shit. Taliban with the chopper can take down a helicopter. They say it's hard to hit my target, I move like a mobster. My father, a monster, bodies in a dumpster, but still in the hood, pushing a 6'4" jumper. Bang on 'em. All the homies in the hood want me to bang on 'em. This is for my niggas on lock. I bang on 'em. Gangsters, hoodsters, and blocks. I bang on 'em. Bang on 'em. Bang on 'em. All the homies in the hood want me to bang on 'em. Front line ride to the top. I bang on 'em. OT sliding with a chop. I bang on 'em. Bang on 'em.
Check, mic check.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, we
Yes,
back.
sir.
All right, welcome back to the CEO Row Experience. I got my co-host Vintage Row,
What up, what up, what up, what up?
and we got our special guest DJ Nice.
Yeah.
Shouts out to We have one more co-host, and I do apologize. We did not shout her out. Miss Flo is not here with us today.
Flo, we
because
miss you, baby.
she's out there jet setting. You
Miss
feel
you,
me?
baby?
Yeah,
She on
so-
Flo on high level?
Yeah, man.
Like high level?
Yeah, she out there jet setting, man.
Oh,
So
she being bad.
be safe, and we'll see you next week, baby.
Love you, my girl.
No doubt, no doubt. But getting back to you, DJ Greg Nice.
Greg
and,
Nice,
and
Greg
yeah,
Nice.
you were telling us about the 80s, baby. You was bringing us up to the 80s and how crack hit. You dig what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
So I'm
Yeah.
I'm listening.
Yeah,
I'm listening.
yeah,
Let's talk
man.
about
Like
it.
when I went away to college, man,
Right.
which is another story
Copy.
in the story. You know what I'm saying?
Copy that.
But we can get in that later, probably.
Right.
But when I came home for Christmas break, all my homies, all my boys that I was running with before I went away to college, they was all selling crack,
Oh,
and they was up. They was eating.
they was eating.
You know what I mean? They had cars. They had
Right.
BMWs and
Right.
Mark Fives.
Copy.
One of my homies had a Subaru, but his Subaru had the bangingest system in the city. You know what I'm saying?
One of those.
And I didn't want to go back to school.
I get it.
I do
I get it.
understand
I did
how that
not
could be
want to go
appealing
back to school, man.
I get it.
I
to
mean,
a
the,
young guy.
the whole neighborhood had changed, man, in just 3 months. I went away to school in August. I came back in September. I went to a summer session, August of '85. Came back to the hood September of '85. Left a week later, and came back for Christmas vacation. The whole neighborhood had changed. It's this new drug. It's called crack. It hit the neighborhood like a tidal wave, bro. I mean, girls.
Can I ask you this? Can I ask
Yeah.
you this? Right? Because I was just being born, so like I wasn't in that. So was it like that was the it thing. Like, we got to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to, either way, we got to smoke it. Was people smoking it too? Like, as they were selling, was they smoking it too?
Yeah.
Like, that was like the it thing, right?
I mean, see, the thing about it was nobody knew what this drug was how this drug was gonna make people react.
Right.
You know, I mean, we were hustlers, and we wasn't no punks,
Right.
but we wasn't toting no guns around.
Right.
You know what I mean? We wasn't. When I came back for Christmas vacation, all of my homies that had guns, they had money, they had drugs, they had cars, they had the girls, and I wanted a part of it. I wanted to be a part of that. You know, I didn't want to go back to school,
Right.
but I went back anyway.
Congratulations.
Indeed.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
I went
Can
back.
we clap it up for that, please?
Indeed.
Can we clap it up for that, please? I will wait
Indeed.
for that, but yeah. Clap it up for that.
But you know what? When I came home for spring break, like it had gotten worse, man. Like out of the 4 homies that I had, 2 of them were using drugs, and 1 was dead, just that quick. I mean, that's how fast and swift that drug, man, just came and just took over the neighborhood, took over everything, man. The girls that wouldn't give you a time of day in high school, now they giving it up for $5 and $10. I couldn't believe it, man. It was, when I saw that, I would race back to school. You know what I mean?
At least you had common sense to know.
And please if you're watching the CEO Row Experience, I approve that message. Like, understand that the man took the option of, he could have been with the girls and the cars and the clothes, but he understood, seeing what he saw at the time, that was a means to an end, and he went and took the right path. Sometimes you got to go against the odds. And
Wait a minute! Don't jump the gun on me here.
Okay.
I didn't take the right path right away.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because eventually, I got into the game too. You know what I mean? And when I did, like, my DJ stuff was I put everything to the side. I wanted to hustle. You know what I mean? It was just the thing to do. You know what I mean? When I was growing up, excuse me, when I was growing up, you know, music, breakdancing, music, hustling, all that, it was like the next thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? And all through that whole time, we would smoke weed and drink, and, you know, whatever was the new drug that came out, we all used it. You know what I mean? But when that cocaine hit, it was taboo. Now, don't use this drug. You know what I mean? This is one drug you don't want to use.
But you always got what? Maybe that 30-40% that don't want to listen?
Right.
Yeah. Somebody, one of my, oh man, that'll never happen to me.
Yeah, I heard
That'll
that
never
before.
happen to me. Oh, I would never look like that. Lo and behold, you put that drug in your system, you're gonna look just like that. You know, eventually, over a period of time, it's a progression. You know what I mean? It don't happen instantly. Some people would do, but some people try to maintain for you can only maintain a certain lifestyle for so long before it starts
Before
to
it's
show.
to show.
You know what I mean?
Indeed.
Copy that.
And you know, when I came back, well, what happened in school was one of the guys on the gymnastic team broke his neck, and he broke his neck during the off season of us. It was an off season where we weren't supposed to be in the gym practicing, but our coach let us go in the gym and practice during the off season. You know what I mean? And one of the top guys on the team broke his neck. And his dad was the CEO of the plastic company DuPont.
Wow. Wow.
You know, so when that happened, his dad sued the school. And they discontinued the gymnastic program. So in turn, that killed my scholarship.
I get it.
You know what I mean? And I was bitter behind that. You know what I mean? I was bitter behind that. you know, I could have joined the track team and played
Yeah.
another sport, but you know, I was gymnastics was my thing,
Right.
and
right.
I was good at it.
I get it.
You know what I mean? So I left that school bitter, with a chip on my shoulder, like
Copy.
back to the hood. You know, what else is there to do?
Mm-hmm.
You know, sell crack.
Mm-hmm.
You know, got caught up in it, and you know, got into it with some couple crews, got shot, got stabbed, just went through all the progressions of a drug dealer.
Mm-hmm.
Winded up in jail, and when I got out of prison, I never forget this counselor at the this prison. I went to Greaterford. I did a 2.5 to 5 year stretch, a small stretch, but big enough for me to like not want to go back. You know what I mean? So this counselor was like, okay, now what are you going to do when you get back out? And I really didn't have a clue. I didn't have a clue what I was doing. She said, well, what were you doing as a youngster? What was your thing? And I said, well, I used to be a DJ. She said, hey, you can pick that back up. And that's what I did. You know, and that's what I did. So I picked it up after 6 years. After 6 years of going through the drugs and jail, and I got out of prison, I picked it back up. But by this time, they're not playing records anymore. It's you playing off a laptop.
Right.
So talking about that a little bit. So now everything went digital. So now you're not scratching on vinyl. You know what I mean? You're not having to lug around crates of records and switching them off. Do
Right.
you like that more, the vinyl, or do you prefer the technical aspect of laptop, mixer?
The one thing about it's the good. It's good and it's a bad to it. The good is you don't have to carry 10 crates of records no more.
Copy that.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Copy that.
And you don't really have to. You used to have a crew. You have to have somebody to carry your equipment, carry all the crates, because it's impossible for one man to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But after they converted all of the the Serato to the laptop, now you got all of your music in a hard drive, even more music than you need. You know, so on that aspect of it, it made it a lot easier to be a mobile DJ, and it made it easier to pull up music. So it enhanced the DJ. If you sucked as a DJ with vinyl, you're gonna suck as a DJ with the laptop.
Yeah. Understood.
You know what I mean?
Because
So-
your vibe is off.
Right.
Yeah, you know, but it just made it a lot easier for you to access music.
Okay.
You know, and I think it's a good thing that it changed over. But when they started making these little CDJs with the little teeny wheels on them, I really couldn't get into that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I mean, I eventually I wound up trying it, and it sort of makes your job a whole lot easier.
Okay.
You know, but I didn't come up as it being easy. I came up with 2 turntables
You had to work at that
and
thing.
records, and you had to create stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
The mixes and the blends and the
yeah,
Bad but
there wasn't no the only pitch control you had was on your turntables. Now they have a sync button you can press to sync all the music together. Like you can blend any music together with the sync button.
Wow.
To this day, I never used the sync button.
okay. Shouts out to DJ Greg Nice.
Right,
He's
listen
never
to it.
used the sync button.
Never used the
Vintage.
sync button, man.
Copy.
Because to
Old
me,
school.
it's like cheating.
Copy
You know
that.
what I mean? It's like cheating, man.
Copy that.
But once I got back into it, man, a lot of good things started happening. I'm on a radio show once I got once I got on the radio, and then it just opened up a whole new world for me, because I start
Okay.
being able to meet artists, meet people
Right.
in the industry, and I did that for 10 years.
Okay.
Nice.
So you've done DJing on the radio for 10 years.
Yeah,
And who were you with at the time?
I was on 88.1 FM.
Okay.
It was like it was sort of like an underground station.
pirate situation.
It wasn't like a big station like Power 99.
Was it like a college station?
Yeah,
I think I listened
Yeah.
to that joint,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
I had a stint, a vacation that I had to take.
Yeah.
You feel me? And we
Yeah.
had to search for hip hop.
right.
Yeah.
And it was, I think it was
I think it was
88. It was around there.
88.1.
I promise you.
I ain't want to go into my past life either,
Yes,
but I'm
I
like,
promise
that
you.
joint sound
It's
familiar.
okay because we're going to keep it real with the people because we're winning.
Yeah,
We've
sure.
changed the narrative and we understand a bit of this life thing and we're getting it together. And we've gotten it together.
Indeed.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like
But yeah, I have heard of that station, brother. I didn't know that you were
88.1 FM, WPEB.
Shout out to
And
PEB.
it was
Indeed.
my show. Like, I ran my show the way I played whatever I wanted to play.
Mhm.
I showcase local artists. We do an interview, we do a freestyle. I play your music as long as it's clean.
Right.
And I did that for 10 years. And I had an opportunity to move to a bigger station.
Okay.
But with the money I was making during the small station, I was making like between $1,500 and $2,000 a week.
Okay.
And the opportunity came for me to be on a bigger station, which was, I ain't gonna mention it, but one of the biggest stations in the city,
Okay.
but they wanted to change my show
Okay.
and give me less money
Okay.
and less hours.
Let's talk about it.
You know what I mean?
So for you to have walked in or accepted that deal, you would have basically been selling yourself out.
Yeah, I mean, I was making $2,000 a week where I
Right.
was at. So making $2,000 a week to $130 a week,
Laugh.
So,
the math don't add up.
right, just a quick question. I'm sure when you went into the interview, that's on your resume. Like that's something that's gonna be a speaking point for you because you know that's what you're trying to get, that at least that or definitely better,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. The opportunity came. Well, it was like, don't think of the money right now.
Right.
That's hard to tell somebody not to think about the bread when you making what you making. You know, you're making 2 stacks a week.
Correct.
Right.
You know,
You're
if
making
I'm making
8
2
grand a
stacks
month.
a week,
And you
why-
a retired hustler.
yeah.
Right,
No,
copy.
why would I stop making $2,000 a week to make $130 a week, possibly more to come in the future, and you get to be around like hotter celebrities, and you get to be around, you get to interview hot celebrities, and you get to just
Party.
be around that atmosphere of, you know, you never know, Jay-Z might come through.
Right.
You know what I mean? But at that time, I just wasn't feeling like why the money was more important to me than being around these guys. You know. Now, mind you, I might be somewhere else if I would have done it. You know, who knows? You know what I mean? I might be somewhere else in life right now if I had done it. But I think we all are in the place that we are supposed to be.
Copy that.
You know
sure.
what I mean? Right now. I think we are all supposed to be right here, right now, where we at and doing what we're doing right now.
Forever grateful.
Copy
You know what
that.
I'm saying?
I am definitely grateful.
Forever
Yeah.
grateful.
Yeah, because the things I've been through and the things that I've seen and the, the near-death experiences that, that I lived a certain way for so long, a lot of my friends didn't make it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And the ones that did make it, they either on drugs or in jail.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm blessed.
I'm blessed. I'm way up. I feel blessed.
Exactly.
That's
No
what's
doubt,
up. I hear
man.
that.
No doubt
You
about
beat
it.
the
bro.
odds, man.
No
Th-
doubt
that's
about
what I'm
it.
saying.
You
We
beat the
winning.
odds.
You sitting on the couch
You got a story
at
to
Cass
tell, man.
Studios on the CEO Row Experience.
No doubt about
You
it.
winning.
No doubt about it, man. No
That's
doubt
Beat the
about it.
odds, man.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
From 76 to 2022, and seeing how many different genres of like music,
Yeah.
black market, 9 to 5, blue collar, and personal business.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, you a goat.
So what's your favorite era? What's your favorite era? What's like
My-
years wise? We'll
my,
give it.
my favorite era of hip hop is, I would have to say from 85
Okay.
to 2000.
Okay.
Nice.
I ain't no joke.
Nice.
I used to let the mic smoke.
Nice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We going there
You was
to
scratching.
to.
I'm talking.
It's the Rock.
Yeah, I'm talking Rakim.
Right.
I'm talking KRS-One.
Kumo D.
I'm talking Kumo D. I'm talking in the 90s, Nas,
Copy.
Pac,
Copy.
Big.
Right.
DMX.
Right.
I honestly
That-
can relate to everything you saying right
that
now.
era, man.
That's why I'm loving
you
this.
know what I mean? LL Cool J, Cool
Copy
G
that.
Rap.
Cool G Rap. Copy.
Man, like
EPMD.
I've seen now all the early 80s, all the mid 80s rappers that I mentioned. Those rappers in the 90s they're the ones that got them inspired. You know what I mean? Jay-Z was inspired by Rakim.
Copy.
You know what I'm saying? And look where Jay-Z is right now.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, constant elevation causes expansion.
Constant elevation causes expansion.
Wow.
I like
Constant elevation
that. Causes
causes expansion.
expansion.
That's
That's a-
dope.
That's a Rakim lyric.
That's dope. Well, we know he's on his 5%er, you know. Brother's very knowledgeable. He reads a lot,
It hit hard.
as
son.
we all should.
No doubt.
Yeah.
As we all should. But yeah, man, I'm really feeling the conversation, and I appreciate you coming, DJ Greg Nice. We're gonna slide out, and we're gonna show these artists some love during this brief break, and we'll be right back with the CEO Row Experience. Well, welcome back to the CEO Row Experience, man. There you go. I didn't even know they got me. They caught me off guard, y'all. I wasn't even ready.
That's what the paparazzis do, man.
That's what they do, man. You got to be ready at all times,
No
man.
doubt, no doubt.
It just so happens my name is CEO Row, and I am always ready. That's a fact. But again, shouts out to my production team. Shouts out to Uncle Kareem. Shouts out to Cat Studios.
DJ Tour.
Shouts out to DJ Tour at
Dre.
National Underground Radio. Shouts out to Photos by Dre. Shouts out to my assistant, Fear. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to everybody that supports me and that shows me genuine love. Shouts out to them. Shouts out to my co-host.
Appreciate you, beloved.
You know what I mean? Vintage Row. Make sure you check him out. And shouts out to my special guest, DjGregNice.
Greg
You
Nice.
See how I put that all together and you
Yeah,
thought you
yeah.
caught me off guard.
Yeah, Greg Nice.
So yeah, we back. We back. You got something to say, bro?
No, I just want to say I appreciated that story, man.
Yeah.
It took me back. I'm a young '80s baby, '90s era, and the stuff that I bear witness to. I was the dirty kid on the step. It just was
Right.
watching everything,
Yeah,
everything,
yeah.
and I was kind of smart. I wasn't so I was like, "Damn, he talking about you sure you from 60th and Market? You sure you wasn't down South Philly? you know?" Yeah, so I knew, man. And I got they said I have an old soul. I'm 38, but they said, you got an old soul, and I be around a lot of seasoned people. And to hear your story, I heard this in some of my bloodline. I'm like, damn, this is like,
Right.
oh, all right.
Yeah, I mean that my story is like that it was going on in every area of Philadelphia.
You beat
know,
the
back then.
odds, though. There's
Right.
not
No
too many
doubt
people
about
that
it.
can tell a story and beat the odds.
Yeah. And my experiences, man, with watching, seeing people use drugs, seeing people get robbed, and seeing people. And then I got involved in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I can remember when I was 16. We used to hang out in this bar, and the name of the bar was Sportsman's, and they used to let us drink in there. They used to serve us alcohol, and there was a old junkie. His name was Shopping Bag.
Shouts out to Shopping Bag.
Right?
Yeah, Shopping Bag. He passed away now. This is years and years ago. I'm 55 now, so I'm talking back. I'm talking 83, 84, around that time. We saw him shooting up in the bathroom, right?
Wow.
And he explained to us what he was doing. And he said, this is his exact words, "Don't ever, ever do this. Don't ever do this.
Here we go.
Ever do this. It'll ruin your life." And even at a young age, we tripping because we never seen it done before. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we watching him. He cooked the dope up and he put it in a syringe. He shot it in his arm, and his eyes rolled back in his head, and he was just done. But he told us, don't ever do this.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? And as a 16-year-old boy, man, that really stuck with me for my whole life.
I bet it did.
My
That's
whole life,
traumatic.
because I never used drugs like that. I never shot nothing in
Yeah.
my veins or nothing like that. Because of that,
Indeed.
I never did that. You know what I mean?
that was a
just,
sign that you wasn't
that was
ignorant
something
to it.
that memorable. It was very, very memorable. And Shopping Bag was a hustler, man. He would hustle all day long. We would see him ripping and running up and down 60th and Market Street, doing all kinds of ill
Make
shit.
it do what it do, baby.
You know what I mean? Doing all kinds of ill stuff, man, and for that drug. So, rest in peace, Shopping Bag, man.
Rest in peace.
He gave me a gym when I was really, really coming up in my teens, and I was out there involved at this time, but I wasn't what he told me, it stuck with me my whole life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Well, Moving on a little bit from off of that,
Yeah.
DJ Greg Nice.
Yeah.
Tell the people and let the people know what you got going on. If there's any new music that you got going on or coming out, any albums, any shows. Let them know about LOL show. That's actually how me and DJ Greg Nice met.
No doubt.
So shouts out to Tariq the Beast and
Nice. Shout out
Bad
Reed.
Betty. You know what I mean? So you can go ahead and let the people know if you know what you got going on.
Yeah, well, I just dropped an album on May 23rd. It's called Greg Nice Town. It's just my production, and I just put a bunch of Philly artists on there. You know what I mean? Me and my engineer. See, what I would do, I would make beats at home with my turntables and go to the studio and convert those beats into songs.
Nice.
And I did that for about 7 to 8 months. And then once those beats were complete, any artist that was just around in the studio at the time, you got something for this beat? You got something for this? That's
Right.
how I put the album together.
Okay.
I didn't know any of these artists. You know what I mean? It was 13 different artists, 17 tracks on my album, and it's just a dope hip hop album.
Oh man, that's
You know what I mean?
nice.
It's a real dope hip hop album, man. Shout out to Bad Betty, Aries to God,
Nice.
Cash, my engineer, Rock and Rollin' and Rock and Rollin' Studios.
Okay.
Because without Rock and Rollin', I wouldn't have never met any of the artists that's on this project.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
Genuine love.
shout out to Rock and Rollin', man.
Shout out to you guys.
He's a dope engineer, man. And, you know, shout out to Tariq Malik for the radio show that I'm doing, the LOL show. It's actually a talk show, kind of comedic like talk show. I actually have a radio show coming out in a couple of weeks.
Okay.
And it's called on the same station, 88.1. I mean not 88. I'm sorry.
98.5.
98.5.
I got your back,
88.1
cuz.
in my head. I've been saying 88.1 so long, you know, but it's 98.5 FM, Uptown Radio.
Nice.
Uptown Radio. And my name of my show is going to be In the Mix with DJ Greg Nice and Bad Betty.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
look out for that. It's going to be on every Friday night from 6 to 8 p.m.
So are you guys still gonna be on the LOL show?
yeah, we still
and
going to do the LOL
LOL
show, too.
but you and Betty got your own thing jumping off.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
That's
We
what's up.
active, man.
No
my
doubt.
show, my show is going to be a little bit different from his. Mine is going
No
to be
doubt.
more music oriented.
Copy.
His is more comedic and interviews
Copy.
with you know, prominent people that are coming up in the game of hip hop or comedy or whatever your
And the culture.
business is.
Yeah,
you know what
right,
I mean?
yeah.
So, but my show is going to be strictly hip hop. You know,
Copy.
my show is going to be interviewing local artists,
Right.
interviewing any artist with can't have no whack stuff though. I'm not doing nothing whack. You know what I mean?
No wanksters.
No wanksters, no wanksters, no whack music. It's all got to be to a certain standard. You know what I mean?
Copy.
Because I remember when I was on 88.1, I let a guy come in and didn't hear his music, and it was so whack. I was so embarrassed. You know, but you live and you learn. You know what I mean?
Living you
But
learn.
you know, shout out to again Bad Betty, Aries to God, Cash, Fame. It's 13 other artists on there, but these are my main
Core.
like 4 that I really worked the most with on this album.
Right.
You know what I mean? So hopefully, man, in the future we could do some great things together because this album is dope, man. I put out like 5 videos in the last year.
And where can the people find this
Greg Nice,
content at, bro?
Greg Nice Town is on all platforms. It's on Apple Music. It's
Apple
on
Music.
Amazon Music. It's on
Amazon.
Spotify. It's
Spotify.
anywhere you can purchase music or download music, you'll find Greg Nice Town, DJ Greg Nice, Greg Nice Town, Philadelphia. You know, that's the name of the album. So, you know, remember Greg Nice Town.
Right.
You know
So
what
make
I'm
sure
saying?
y'all go out there and support my special guest, DJ Greg Nice. He has an album out, Greg's Nice Town. It's out on all platforms. all platforms. You know what I'm saying? Philly support Philly, man.
No doubt.
You heard it first at the CEO Row Experience. You dig what I'm saying? And my co-host, Ro, what you got going on, baby? What you got coming up in the near future? Let the people know what's going on with you.
Actually, my basketball league just kicked off.
Okay.
Yesterday, Ralph Brooks Community Basketball League. So I organized that.
Shouts out to Ralph Brooks.
Yeah. Commissioner Mooney Spot and Basil, Ms. Ronnie. I got a strong team behind me in the community, so I've been doing that with the kids, the 13U, 17U, you know, the unlimited, going into college. We got a 35 and over, the 40 and over.
Okay.
Some older cats. So I got that going on in the community. That was sponsored by Make the World Better.
Right.
And also Connor Barwin. So that's a cool thing that I'm doing in the community with the kids. I got some female pieces coming for Paparazzi clothing line. So if you want to look, and male pieces, everything unisex. If you want to check that out, that's on www.paparazzi.com.
So you got new female pieces?
Yeah, I do.
Make sure you look in the camera and let the ladies know that you can
I
get
do.
them sexy for this hot days, man.
Yeah, it's the summertime, so we're going to go with some distressed shorts and maybe some crop tops and graphic
Distressed.
T-shirts. Yeah, everything distressed.
Yes.
Yeah. I got some, that's a nice jacket, by the way.
Oh, yeah, man. This is by
That's a nice varsity
Paparazzi.
jacket, by the way.
No doubt, paparazzi.
Yeah, that's a nice varsity jacket.
You dig me?
I got a paint splash varsity shorts for the men, you know, graphic T-shirts. So I've been in the lab working, man, trying to figure it out. Also with some other clothing designers in Philly that maybe people didn't hear of it as of yet. We got Rec 6.
Okay.
That's a team real heavy right now as far as clothing designs.
Shouts out to Rec 6.
Yeah, Rec 6 is heavy right now.
No doubt.
They also have a basketball team with the Brotherly Love Pro-Am League. Ramon Morris from South Philly as well, another Philadelphia.
Shouts out to Neff, Ramon Moore.
Yeah, that's cool too. 412 merch. 412 merch is a good clothing line. Paradox.
Paradox.
Yeah, man, it's a bunch. I don't mean to be rude and mention everybody, but I can go on and on. So, yeah, that's cool. Oh, also July 22nd.
What's going on July 22nd?
July 22nd.
What's going on July 22nd?
July 22nd, strictly for live men, not for freshmen.
I hear that. I hear that.
All infused kickback.
Yes, sir.
July 22nd.
Yes,
So
sir.
let me explain this to you. It's an all infused kickback.
Okay.
Infused meaning is infused.
With, with the Mary Jane.
Exactly. So
Right.
you're going to get a glass of wine. You're going to get an appetizer.
Okay.
Right, Greg, I'm telling you, it's trippy.
Got
You'll
it.
get a glass of wine, you'll get an appetizer, you'll get a full-course meal and a dessert.
Wow.
Live DJ, cash bar, cash hookah, and we're just going to take some pictures in some of the theme rooms that's available.
Okay.
And just vibe out, kick back, and network with everybody and people that you don't know, whether you're a small business owner, big business owner.
Right.
You know, you just want to catch the vibe and taste some of the delicious food on the menu.
Right.
The chef is freshly made at Donna's Kitchen. Check her out on Instagram.
Shouts out to Adonis Kitchen.
Yeah, freshly made at Donna's Kitchen. So yeah, it's going to be cool. So we're going to utilize, you know, some of this space right here and kick back. July 22nd from 7 to 12.
July 22nd. I got to put
July
that in.
22nd. Put that on your calendars.
$100 admission each ticket.
$100 admission. And what does the $100 admission include, brother?
Bro, everything I just mentioned to you, everything is infused.
Everything is infused.
You see where we're at right now?
Right.
You see this production?
Copy that.
And my vibes?
Cast Studios, the vibe.
Might have some paparazzi clothes in the building if you want to go shopping, you know.
Copy that.
Might set something up in the corner somewhere, you know, very casually.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? So look, we got theme rooms in here. We got it's gonna be different. The menu is gonna be ridiculous. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe like some stuffed mushrooms with jumbo lump crab meat or something of that nature. So,
that sounds delectable.
Asparagus, a seared asparagus. I don't know. It depends on how I feel. My menu get crazy sometimes.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Nothing too heavy. Whatever you say, gluten free, whatever that means. So yeah, we gonna have some fun, man.
No doubt.
I got you locked in for July 22nd, right?
For sure, man.
July
Got you locked in,
22nd.
bro.
No doubt.
Copy that.
No doubt.
Does that complete your list at this point, brother?
Yeah, man. Oh, and one more thing. I got.
Yeah. Go ahead, kick it.
Couple artists. We got Montega Picasso. He been in the lab working on some music.
Montega Picasso.
Yeah. He's a pretty seasoned artist, underground artist from South Philly.
Okay.
Yeah, he's been in the rap world for quite some time. Locked in with a lot of DJs. We also got Saucy Society. I'm a part of that team on the small management. Reese Yolo is the artist, and Jay Saucy. These guys are from South Philly in the Fifth Street area. Real bouncy music. They kind of mix like this genre with kind of like old school hip hop.
You got to get them on my show, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna tap in with you when we leave. We're gonna
No
exchange
doubt.
like social medias. You can see what's up with them for sure.
No doubt.
That's what it's about.
College kid from Temple.
Yeah.
His major was theater, so his mind is real open.
Yeah, and that's the kind of music
Yeah.
I like. I like hip hop. You know, the drill music is
No,
cool.
no drill.
No.
I mean, it's cool
No.
for certain
It's not.
certain people, but
Yeah.
that's not where
It's
I'm at
not
with
for
it.
me. It's
You know
not
what
for
I
me.
mean? That's not where I'm at with it, because it's that. I don't.
I don't think
I
it's
don't
cool.
wanna push.
Can I say that?
Negative.
I don't think it's cool. CEO Row doesn't think
That's
it's
cool.
cool because I feel like most of the kids don't think, and music drives them and motivates them in a lot of ways.
Right,
And
and
I
it
feel
does.
like that genre of music is what's really messing our culture up, messing our streets up,
That's
and our
fact.
communities
That's exactly
up.
what it's doing.
So I definitely I don't condone it. What's good about it? It only breeds, negativity and hate. What's good about it?
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
I just wanted to put my stamp on that. Like, I'm not with that. You know what I'm saying? At all.
And that's something like I I don't promote it. I
Right.
don't play it.
Right.
You know what I mean? At my parties. But sometimes people pay me to play it. You know what I mean? So if that's all you want, I do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I prefer not to play that kind of music because it puts people in a different state of mind.
Yes, it
Yes,
do.
sir. Yes,
You know
sir.
what I mean? We actually talked about this last night about how the the Afro beat type of music
Right.
is feel good music.
Yo.
Right.
And like the WizKid and
Tim's and
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It puts you, it makes you feel a certain way, and that's the same exact thing with the drill music. It makes you feel angry. It makes you feel
Yeah.
some kind
like
of
you
way.
want to go hurt
It's
something.
mental,
like
man.
You want to
Yeah.
go
Yeah.
and destroy something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And that's why I can't. And I don't really care who feels that I'm on that tip, but that's what tip I'm on because people don't know how to separate music from reality.
exactly.
You know, if we were having a mature conversation with someone who felt and understood the difference between the two, I would be cool. But they don't know how to differentiate between music and real life.
Right.
Exactly. And that's the thing with when we were young, you know, coming up with the artists like LL, Rakim, Big Daddy Kane. They were saying that they were all different type of artists, but they weren't promoting negativity. You know, Public Enemy. When Public
Right,
Enemy came
right,
around, we were
right,
all
right.
wearing black medallions, and we was on some,
Right.
you know, Afrocentric type time.
X-Clan and all that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But as soon as NWA came out, the narrative changed.
But NWA still had songs where if things got crazy in the community, they marched or they were a part of trying to change the narrative. You know what I'm saying?
See, they labeled NWA's type of music gangster rap, but if you listen to it, it's really not gangster
Yeah.
rap.
Right.
It's more of a reality rap.
Yes, it was.
Right.
You
What
know,
they call
it
now
was
conscious music, right?
their reality.
They call
Right.
it conscious music now.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But because of the language, and because of the language, they labeled it
censorship, yeah.
gangster
Yeah.
music.
It came
But
out
that,
kind of aggressive.
and
Right.
that was their culture.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we over here, we didn't, you know, during that time, there were no like gangs like that in Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there was a bunch of drug crews.
Right.
You know, but there weren't, you know, Bloods and Crips type of gangs that were killing each other. You know,
Right.
that we didn't know anything about that until NWA. You know, me personally, I didn't know that was going on over in California.
Mhm.
So, you know, we saw the movie Colors, and then NWA.
Right.
You know, that sort of put it in perspective. Like, but how crazy is that?
Mhm.
That was crazy to us. You know what I mean? But that's culture, man. That's the culture.
That's culture. Hey man, it's great conversation, man. I appreciate you guys, man. I just want to kind of get in what I have to say a little bit real quick before we go ahead and pay these bills. Your boy CEO Row, I got Poets and Laughter this Saturday, June 25th, here at Cash Studios. Admission is $20. Cash at me, $Daddy Row Dollars. It's more at the door. I got a crazy lineup that's going to be here. Make sure that you know that this is the place to be at, man. Cash Studios, man. This Saturday from 9 p.m. to 1 a.m., man. You know. And we'll be right back with a little bit more of the CEO Row experience and my guest, DjGregNice.
Yep.
We're going to go ahead and spin these records, DJ Tour.
I like the way you I like the way you work. I like the way you work. I like the way you work. I like the way you work.
Clear cut, searching for the diamond in the rough. I am ahead of your time in so many ways, searching for that path in Infinity Pave. Broke up at the town for that Hollywood, broke up all that fuss for that kind of buzz. Find me in my own lane, traffic none. Clean cut fella maxing out the rush, adrenaline pumping, looking for something other than the regular everyday rapper that you fond of. Search for the truth, trying to find us. The real low eye with the L's, got them all eyeing us. Wish it was all so simple though. Back in the days, now it's really grown. Locked to the grind, got my business on. Wondering what kind of moves we fixing on. Piano wire on my hip, man for hire. Stuck in the mud, gotta shine to reach higher. Sift through the rubbish, this is ill, mother uppers. Addicted to the rhythm with one listen, they gotta love us. Work for the dough, the bread, the cheddar, whatever gets you out of bed up on that AM. Nothing singing, figured they living, hearing something they never knew existed. Trying to blend it with the squatters, getting bigger than the ceiling. Trying to pass the torch with your fourth and inches. Afford to witness the greatness we bring across. Handle my business, you alert. I grind hard all the way, this is not a first.
I like the way
Welcome to the combine. See a lot of top-notch prospects, nothing like it's draft day versus to the projects. Daddy had another plan, mama do the best she can. She don't want a lamb or a shiny little rock set. How she clapping and her hands never touch though. Silhouetted by the strobe and the Dutch smoke. Not an angel, they call her everything but broke. I bet you follow when she upload. Give me that. Work for the dough, work for the dough. Shorty caked up, no dessert for the dough. So blasted the church put her on the fan, and she got a clean steady watching cause she do it on demand. Bubble like a hot pot of water, and the last thing I'm thinking is that somebody daughter, cause somebody taught her how to earn a check. Got them try to run the bend powers to her on the debt. School youngers and she ain't done learning yet. Couple semesters till her masters. Ain't tricking if you call them investors. Then flip it to something else after. Do it for the K's like a pitcher you get battered. In the gym when it's empty getting reps in. Compared to last year, more focus and less friends. Probably hear it when you clock in rocking the skirt. Ain't trying to be a jerk, but I like the way you work.
I like the way you.
Yeah, and I like the way you turning me on, and I like the way you turning me on, and I like the way you turning me on. Damn, I'm focused. That body is caution. Couldn't keep my eyes off you. Nasty thoughts in my head. What that body gon' do? Button up shirt with the confine. Had the hair laid back, shooting gun signs. Pour a drink, baby, let me hear you unwind. I'm just tryna take it there, maybe one time. Got me dripping like a water with your punchlines. Okay, if it's me, let me run mine. I'm just ready if you're ready, give me one time. Pull it up, say I make you. Pull up, you say that I'm making you nervous. Your boys know that they like I did it on purpose. Playing these games like I'm running a circus. Ain't no you riding, you know that I'm turning me on. And I like the way turning me on. And I like the way you're turning me on. And I like the way you're know that you like it. Turning me on. You're turning me on. And I like the way you're.
Damn, I'm really caught up in emotion. I can't take my time. Hypnotized, I'm swaying in your ocean. We both just took that potion. Tryna give you all this perfect. You're worth it. My purpose is to bust that shit wide open.
You're turning me on and you know that I like that. Body better shit, I ain't even tryna pipe it. When I grab on them thighs with tight grip, lick you up and down with the cool whip.
Foreplay at 3 a.m. Passion filled in every kiss. Girl, your body blessed, gotta say amen. Girl, after this round, let's go again. Oh, whoa, whoa.
Turning me on, and you know what you're doing. Feel your body
turning me on.
turning me on,
And I like the way
feel your body
turning me on. And I like the way
like the way your body
turning me on.
yeah.
And I like the way
Feel your body
turning me on.
yeah.
And I like the way
Turning me on, yeah. No, 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 no.
Check. Photos by Dre.
Yeah, what's going on? Are we back? Are we back? Come on.
And we're back. You are watching a master at work.
Well, welcome back to the CEO Row Experience.
Greg, Knox.
We are currently getting our turntables together for our performance for DJ Greg Nice at the end of the show. And as I was stating, if you didn't catch it, this Saturday, June 25th, Poets and Laughter, admission is $20 more at the door. Shout out to all the artists that are performing. Shout out to DJ Nate G. Shouts out to my host, Lady Ace. Shouts out to Mr. Hayes, the real Mr. Hayes. You know what I'm saying? They're my hosts. It's going to be a real dope vibe. If you're not doing anything, come out, man, and kick it with your boy, man. Have a drink, have a smoke, you know what I'm saying, and catch the live vibes. You dig what I'm saying? How we looking on the setup over there? We good to go? You getting there? All right, well, I mean, I guess we could carry it. I wanted to have a couple more, I had actually a couple more questions for you, but I guess I'll let you go ahead and handle your thing, and we'll get back to the show. Me and Ro hold it down for a minute. Shouts out to Miss Flo.
Flo, we miss you, baby, on vacation and what have you.
Yeah, man, I hope you're being safe and you're doing things that I wouldn't do.
It's that time, Flo.
You dig what I'm saying?
Send me some pictures.
I understand. What's going on over there, though? What's up with that?
Send me some pictures, Flo. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Who's behind? Do we have a bar? Do we somebody behind the bar?
Oh, cocktails.
Yeah.
Is it cocktail time? Is it that time?
I don't know, but
Is it that time?
That's what I thought. I thought something was going on with the cocktail. We got free cocktails behind the bar.
What we doing?
Yeah.
I'll take a cocktail.
I don't know. Yeah.
I'll take a cocktail and what have you.
But yeah, I mean, while we got time, while we setting up, shouts out to Sipping with Sammy, who will be performing on Poets and Laughter.
Mm-hmm.
Shouts out to Feek Brown. I got Feek Brown coming out performing at Poets and Laughter.
Nice.
Shouts out to Majay. Shouts out to Bookworm.
Mm-hmm.
Shouts out to the One-Eyed Creep, Hamas.
The One-Eyed Creep.
The One-Eyed Creep. Now, it's a little bit of history behind that. Like, I started Poets and Laughter with the One-Eyed Creep. So it's real dope that he'll be coming back to support and perform on Poets and Laughter. I think that's real dope. I hope he has the person. I have not seen the person since I've seen Hamas, but I hope he brings the person. You dig what I'm saying? We got Mad Max. Mad Max will be performing. Shouts out to Mad Max. Nice. Optimus Dom. We have a burlesque act that will be opening up the show.
Really?
So you want to make sure that you're on time. The sauciness and the zestiness will be starting early. So you want to make sure you get here on time. You know what I mean? You want to get your seat. You want to get you a drink. You want to roll up. You know what I mean? Make sure everything is right when the show start, man. It's going to be a real dope time. Nice. We got Squeak Me Baby. Squeak Me Baby will be in it. Yeah, Squeak Me Baby. Exotic poetry.
Squeak Me Baby.
Yeah, exotic
Ain't that
poetry.
none?
Yeah, Squeak Me Baby is awesome. We have Ghetto Reese. Ghetto Reese will be performing this Saturday at Poets and Laughter, 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. Got to be in the building, man. You dig what I'm saying? I got my man Boogie Mandela. You know what I'm saying? Got to get down with my man Boogie. He has a real dope vibe. You dig what I'm saying? Did I miss anyone? Oh, how could I forget? My man Donnie Vocals. Donnie Vocals will be in the building doing this R&B thing. You know what I'm saying? Definitely always a great vibe. You dig what I'm saying? How you feeling over there, DJ Greg Nice?
Feeling lovely, baby. Feeling
all
lovely.
Right? Okay, there we go. We got DJ Greg Nice back with us.
Greg Nice.
The DJ Greg Nice is in the building. I'm just trying to think that I forget anyone, because I really do appreciate all the artists that come and perform at Poets and Laughter. You dig what I'm saying? Oh, Mr. Bless the Child. He will be performing. He's a poet. He will be here performing this Saturday. I'm trying to think that I forget anyone. I think I got everybody. Yeah. Okay, not yet, not yet. We know you want to get busy, baby.
Man, get straight to it. I
You know what
want to
I'm saying?
hear it. He done told
Nah,
me a
busy.
story.
Yeah.
He done brought me back to my element when I was, man.
Yeah, I'm
what
saying,
we waiting for,
is everything
bro?
cool over there? Is everything good over there with you, DJ Greg Nice?
Fendi.
Everything is lovely, baby.
Let me get a scratch one time, baby.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit. See, here we go. All right, so, I mean, I think I pretty much ran it down again. Shouts out to everybody that helps to make Poets and Laughter a thing. Shouts out to everybody that helps to make the CEO Road experience a thing. Shouts out again to Cat Studios, Kareem the Dream. Shouts out to my assistant, Fear, Sister Fatima. If you need, again, before I roll, if you need a video shoot, a photo shoot, if you would like to do a commercial, if you would like to do a short film, if you're looking for event space for your next event or show, holla at me, man. Cat Studios is the place for you. You can DM me at official_CEO.ro. And with no further ado, I'm going to let my man DJ Greg Nice take us on out of here. Until next time, man, peace and love. The CEO Row Experience.
Yeah.
Sound you are about to hear
Yes,
will
sir.
be devastating to your ear.
Do me a favor, give it up for your DJ. Give it up for your DJ, goddammit. DJ Greg Nice in the building. Selfish ass took up all the stage. So fuck you, comedians. Perform on the floor. This is all me. You got lights behind him, son of a bitch. Ever since you stopped drinking, it's time.
Turn it up, let it start. From block to block, we snatching hearts and jacking hearts. And the pop police can't fade me, and maybe we can have peace someday, G. But right now, I got my mind set up. Looking down the barrel of my nine, get up. Cause it's time to make the payback fat. To my brothers on the block, better stay strapped. Black and accept no substitutes. I bring truth to the youth, tear the roof off the whole street. Oh no, I won't turn the other cheek. Case you can't see, that's why we burn the other week. Now we got them in the smash, blast. How long will it last? Till the pro get more cash. Until then, raise up to my young black males. Blaze up. Life's a mess, don't stress. Test or giving, but be thankful that you're living. Blessed. Much love to my brothers in the pen. See you when I free you, if not when they shove me in. Once again, it's an all-out scrap. Keep your hands in your gap. Now your boys watch your back. Cause in the alleys out in Cali, I'ma tell ya. Mess with the best and the best couldn't help you. Scream if you
That's what's up, nigga. That's what's up, nigga. That's what's up, nigga. That's what's up, nigga.
I got you stuck off the realness. We be the infamous, you heard of us. Official Queensbridge murderers. Tomorrow comes equipped for warfare. Beware of my crime family who got enough shots to share for all those who wanna profile and pose. Rock you in your face, stab your brain with your nose bone. You all alone in these streets, cousin. Every man for theyself in his land, we be gunning. And keep them shook crews running like they supposed to. They come around, but they never come close to. I can see it inside your face, you're in the wrong place. Cowards like you just get their whole body laced up with bullet holes and such. Speak the wrong words, man, and you will get touched. You can put your whole army against my semen. I guarantee you it'll be your very last time breathing. Your simple words just don't move me. You're minor, we major. You're all up in the game and don't deserve to be a player. Don't make me have to call your name out. Your crew is featherweight. My gunshots will make you levitate. I'm only 19, but my mind is old. And when the things get for real, my warm heart turns cold. Another nigga to see, another story gets told. It ain't nothing really. Hey yo, done spark the Philly, so I can get my mind off these yellow back niggas. While they still alive, I don't know. Go figure, go figure, go figure.
I know how it feel to wake up fucked up. Pockets broke as hell, another rock to sell. People look at you like you's the user, selling drugs to all the losers. Mad Buddha abuser, but they don't know about your stress-filled day. Baby on the way, mad bills to pay. That's why you drink Tanqueray, so you can reminisce and wish you wasn't living so devilish. Shit, I remember I was just like you, smoking blunts with my crew, flipping over 62s. Cause GED wasn't B.I.G. I had to get P.A.D. That's why my mom hate me. She was forced to kick me out, no doubt. Then I figured out licks went for 20s down south. Packed up my tools for my raw power move. Glock 19 for casket and flower moves. For Trump's trying to stop my flow. And what they don't know will show on the autopsy. Went to see Poppy to cop me a brick. Asked for some consignment, he wasn't trying to hear it. Smoking mad Newports cause I'm doing court for an assault that I caught in Bridgeport, New York. Catch me if you can like the gingerbread man. You better have your gat in hand. Cause man,
Walking to the moon. And
dangerous, ain't too many get bang with us. Straight up, we no angel dust. Label us notorious. Fuck that thing that lot of us. It's strange to us. Y'all niggas be scrambling, gambling. I'm restaurants with mandolins and violins. We just sitting here trying to win, try not to sin. High off weed and lots of gin. So much smoke, need oxygen. Steadily counting Benjamins. Nigga, you should too. If you knew what this game would do to you. Been this shit since 92. Look at all the bullshit I've been through. So-called beef with you, no fool. Fuck a few female stars or two. And I'm blue like niggas blue like my shit. Not to be fucked with. Motherfuckers better duck quick. Cause me and my dogs love fuck shit. Fuck the luck shit, strictly aim. No aspirations, quick game. Spit your game, talk your shit. Grab your cat, call your clip. Squeeze your clip, hit the right one. Pass that weed, got the like one. All them niggas, I got to fight one. All them hoes, I got to like one. Our situation is a tight one. What you gonna do? Fight or run, fight or run, fight or run, fight or run.
Funky down. Nasty.
Broken glass everywhere. People pissing on the stage, you know they just don't care. I can't take the smell, can't take the noise. Got no money to move out, I guess I got no choice. Rats in the front room, roaches in the back. Junkies in the alley with a baseball bat. I tried to get away, but I couldn't get far. Cause a man with a tow truck possessed my car. Don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep from going under. Standing on the front stoop, hanging out the window, watching all the cars go by, roaring as the breezes blow. A crazy lady living in a bag, eating out of garbage pails used to be a fact.
rag hag, set you dance the tango. Skip the life and dango. Was hooked on princess, seen her lost her senses. Down at the peep show, watching all the creeps, so she could tell us stories to the girls back home. She went to the city and got so did it. She had to get a bitch, she couldn't make it on her own. Don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under.
My brother's doing bad, stole my mother's TV. Says she watches too much, it's just not healthy. All my children in the daytime, Dallas at night. Can't even see the game or the Sugar Ray fight. Letters to ring my phone and scare my wife. I'm not home. Bum education, double digit inflation. Can't take the train to the job. There's a strike at the station. Me on King Kong standing on my back, can't stop to turn around. Stroke my sacroiliac, a mid-range migraine, cancer, membrane. Sometimes I think I'm going to say, swear I might hijack a plane. Don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under. My son said, Daddy, I don't want to go to school cause the teacher's a jerk. He must think I'm a fool. All the kids smoke reefer. I think it'd be cheaper if I just got a job, learn to be a street sweeper. Dance to the beat, jump for my feet, wear a shirt and tie, and run with the creeps. Cause it's all about money, ain't a damn thing funny. You got to have a con in this land of milk and honey. They pushed that girl in front of the train, took her to the doctor, sewed her arm on again. Stabbed that man right in his heart. Gave him a transplant for a brand new start. I can't walk through the park cause it's crazy after dark. Keep my hand on my gun cause they got me on the run. I feel like an outlaw. Broke my last jaw. Hear them say, DjGregNice. Don't push me cause I'm close.
You are now DjGregNice.
It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep from going under. It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep from going under. It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep from going